I've been a golf coach for over 15 years, and there are 3 common mistakes I'll see golfers make time and time again, and it will destroy your golf game. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix them. You might not even know you're making these mistakes. And by the way, stay tuned for the final tip because it is a real game changer. Number 1, alignment. I see it at the driving range, I'll see it on the golf course. Golfers quite simply not aiming towards their target, and they're surprised, shocked when the ball doesn't go towards their designated flag or fairway. Dead simple tip we can do. Stand directly behind the golf ball and draw an imaginary line going towards your target, the flag that's laid out in front of me here. And I'm going to pick a point that's much closer to me to aim at. Something that's a couple of feet in front. It might be a blade of grass, it might be a broken tee peg, whatever it is, that is in line from my golf ball through that point going towards my target. That's really important to establish because that's where our face wants to aim. Next thing, and you can do this either in practice or if you're playing a casual round with some friends, put a club down for alignment just to check. So run a club that sits parallel to that point we've just picked. So I've got my target line and I've got my body alignment line. Now, this is going to be a real checker for you. If you set up that golf ball, aiming at the point you've aimed at and having your feet and your hips and your shoulders parallel to this golf club on the floor, and if you look up and that flag does not look straight to you, doesn't look like you're aiming incorrectly, guess what? You've got alignment issues. So you've got to work on it, you've got to practice it. If you're hitting golf shots at a range or in practice and you've not got a club down for alignment, you are missing a trick. It's a dead simple way to get better at golf. So pick your target line, in practice or have a friend put down a club along the line of your feet or run it parallel to your target line. Set up, trust that you are aiming straight and hit shots with the confidence you are aiming dead straight to target. The second mistake I'll see golfers make, trying to get the golf ball up in the air. And it's a killer. If you're trying to get the golf ball up in the air by you trying to make a movement happen, there's 2 things I'll see. Golfers will either try and lean back as they hit it, or they'll try and flick the wrist at the bottom of the swing. Both those 2 things make logical sense, yes, but practicality of hitting a golf ball, it does not work. A golf club, luckily for us, has loft. We want that loft to help the golf ball get up in the air. It's not your responsibility. If anything, you've actually almost got to do the opposite. So if you find yourself hitting the ball fat or thin and you're trying to get the ball up in the air, think about this. I want you to imagine getting the middle of your chest more to the left, and I want you to imagine coming into impact, you're trying to get the handle of the golf club forward. You're trying to almost push the ball, think of this, almost down into the ground. If you can get into an impact position that looks a little bit more like this, handle forward, weight going to the left, as opposed to this, you're going to not only hit the ball more consistently, you're going to hit it longer, you're going to hit it straighter. And the final common mistake I see golfers make, and in fact, I went to the driving range the other day and I'm shocked how many people I was still seeing make this mistake. I've done videos on it before, it's another reminder. The difference between setup of iron and driver. There's still so many golfers at the driving range were setting up to a driver like they hit an iron. So a quick reminder, if you're hitting an iron, ball position, this is just a 7 iron, just pretty much in the middle of the stance, sternum over the golf ball, very evenly distributed width of stance, and all I'm looking to do is stay in the center of my swing and hit that ball. That's what we want to look for iron. To be honest though, it wasn't the iron I was seeing the biggest mistake. It was when I was at the driving range and I was seeing golfers go from an iron to a driver. Suddenly, the setup just didn't change. The ball position didn't change, the body alignment didn't change, and it has to. The swing is slightly different between iron and driver. So again, reminder, when we're hitting a driver, we're gonna look for ball position just inside left heel. That helps us hit up on the golf ball. Slightly wider stance than you would do with iron. I want you to get the sensation that your upper body is slightly tilted. That little bit of tilt in the upper body helps you sweep up on the golf ball better. And the final thing, just have the shaft nice and straight. We're not going to try and get the shaft lean too far forward or too far back. We just want that shaft nice and straight, so it's a little bit to the left of our belly button. That way we can hit up on the golf ball and just hit the ball so much better with driver. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you don't already, and let's not make those mistakes ever again.